you're watching Unplugged TV India. This is Alice Francis. Thanks for tuning in. Queen Elizabeth II's flag-draped coffin was brought from her Balmoral castle to the Scottish capital of Edinburgh in a regal procession as mourners on the streets bid their final goodbyes to the longest-serving monarch of Britain. The hearse was escorted by a 7-car cortege from Balmoral, where the Queen died on Thursday at 96 during the 6-hour trip. The late Queen's coffin was brought draped in the royal standard for Scotland and covered with a wreath made of flowers from the estate, including sweet peas, one of the Queen's favourites. Britain's King Charles and his Queen consort Camilla will fly to Edinburgh and join his siblings in another solemn procession that will take the Queen's coffin to St. Giles Cathedral on the city's Royal Mile. The coffin will remain there for the next 24 hours so the Scottish public can pay their respects before it is flown to London on Tuesday. The Queen's coffin will remain at the Palace of Holyrood House overnight on Sunday, ahead of the procession scheduled for Monday. The new monarch will also join senior royals for vigil at the church. People wanting to pay the final respects to Queen Elizabeth as she lies in state at the Houses of Parliament in London need to be prepared for a long wait. A ceremony will take place at Holyrood House before the solemn procession. From there at 2:30 p.m. It will travel up the Royal Mile at St. Giles Cathedral for a service likely to last about an hour. Meanwhile, crowds are expected to line the streets as the procession passes, and a series of road closures in the capital have already been announced. The government has published guidelines for people wishing to file past the late Queen's closed coffin as it lies in state at the Palace of Westminster from 5 p.m. on Wednesday until 6:30 a.m. on September 19. Thousands are expected to want to pay tribute to the monarch who reigned for 70 years. Before the procession, King Charles on Monday addressed Parliament for the first time as Britain's monarch, during which he spoke about his darling late mother and pledged that he would follow her in upholding the precious principles of constitutional governance. And while responding to the condolences offered by the House of Commons and Lords at Westminster Hall, the King said he was deeply grateful for the addresses of condolences, which was touchingly encompassed what the Queen meant to us all. In coming days, the King is scheduled for a customary tour for all parts of the United Kingdom, with Northern Ireland next on his schedule, followed by Wales later in the week. Stay tuned with Unplugged TV India to get all the latest updates.